Hi, thanks so much for joining me. It's Mike from Maker Moose here. Welcome to the Hopping Along and Growing Our Love for Lawn Fawn YouTube Hop and Giveaway. And thank you so much to the Fab Five for inviting me to this hop. I have done a hop with them before and I really enjoy them. I'm using some both new and old products. I will be using Archival Ink today because I won't be Copic coloring. I will be watercoloring. I'm going to be using Veggie Happy as my first stamp set here. Ignore that other die set you see behind. I didn't end up using the spring add-on Build-A-House. I'm going to be using the 4 square backdrop as my main panel. I'll actually end up cutting that out of some blue cardstock. I've got the rain or shine before and afters that I'll be using the raindrops from. I'll also be using raindrops from the Berry Rainy Day set, and then a couple sentiments from Simply Celebrate More Critters add-on. So I'm going to be putting all of my stamps here in a row within that 1-inch hinge, and I'm going to be making multiple stamps. This way I can quickly stamp out a bunch just by moving the hinge down, and because I don't end up using all of these stamps, but I ended up using quite a few. So this was just an easy way for me to make a bunch fast. While I'm doing some watercoloring, I'd love to go over a little bit more about this hop. So it is, of course, with the Fab Five, and it is generously sponsored by Lawn Fawn. To enter our giveaway, follow the YouTube channel, leave a comment, and check out all the videos. First in the line was Inky and Scrappy, then Jessica Squirrel, then Kate Crafts, Maker Moose, that's where you are, hi, and then Craftacular Creator is next. You will have until April 27th at 11:59 Eastern Time to enter, and then a winner will be announced 2 days later on April 29th on Fab 5 Paper Crafters Facebook page and their Instagram as well. You have 1 week to claim that prize before they pick a new winner, so don't forget to follow them either on Facebook or Instagram or both. Here I'm just cutting out that backdrop out of watercolor paper because I watercolored it originally, but then I chose a blue cardstock instead because I added way too much shine and it did not show up well in a photograph. So I just had to rejigger a couple things there, but I still like the way it turned out. So I've got most of my die cuts cut out by now, and I'm going to be using Harold's ABCs to make a custom sentiment. It's going to say, every rainy day you get through on the front of the card. I use the panels that 4 square backdrop cuts out to stamp a dirt pile and then a seedling and then a little bigger plant and bigger plant. I did have to do some custom stamping there, so I used some fine liners to color in some places that were missing, and I did some taping off stamping and all that kind of stuff. I used a sand eraser to get rid of any excess. Here I made a custom embossing powder using clear embossing powder and a little bit of Caribbean water gems from Pink and Maine, I believe. And then I've used those 2 sets there, Berry Rainy Day and Rain Shine Before and Afters, to get some raindrops that are going to go over top of those plants because it's going to look like it's raining on them all the time. But as you see, the plant gets a little bigger each time. I did use some pearlescent vellum. That's what I did the embossing on. And then I used a double-sided adhesive there just to attach the panels together. This is the pivot pop-up mechanism. I did it out of really thick cardstock, so I did use a ruler to get my first fold. This is Squeeze the Day from the fruit salad paper pack. I actually love this one. This is the first time I think I'm using plaid instead of the actual fruit. I love that set so much. I've got some Scor-Tape there for my mechanism to make sure it's nice and strong. And then I use that as well to attach the watercolor paper panel together. And I'm going to be using Oxides to ink blend a sky and some grass. So I'm going to be using the Salted Ocean and Tumbled Glass Oxides for the sky. And then for the grass, I'm using mowed lawn and I think pine needles or yeah, I think it's pine needles, just for a little depth at the very, very bottom. Here I'm just paper piecing everything back together or into a scene. I've got my tomatoes, I've got beets, I've got carrots. I really wanted to use the cabbage, but I couldn't fit as many cabbage as I wanted in one of those little dirt piles. And those dirt piles actually get a little notch cut out of them. And then I do have a couple sentiments here from the Simply Celebrate More Critters add-on. One says love you tons, but it was too big, so I put love and you, and I just taped off to get that. And then I also used feel better. I did find an I love you stamp on the You Autumn No stamp set way after I made this card, but that's okay. I went over with toner 10 Copic marker here, and then a white jelly pen to write love in the bag there. It's fertilized with love. And then this is the all the clouds set that I used the sun from, because the sun from the 4 square backdrop didn't have a stamp on it and it just didn't look right to me. So I used the sun there instead, and that's just mustard seed that I used. And then so I've got the Harold's ABCs, but I've also got the Henry Jr.'s ABCs there for the words grow and possible. Because I want those words emphasized. I was going to use the uppercase of the Harold's, but I think the Henry's Jr. looked better. So here's my finished card. I hope you like it. I had a lot of fun making it. I did run into some challenges, and that was a really thick panel, but I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to be entered in the giveaway, leave a comment below. Next stop is the Craftacular creator. You will love what she makes for you next. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.